Good evening. This is Allison Penna, aka Bad Widow. And there are we live in a world where we prioritize action. What's the next action we're going to take? What's the next step? How do we get to the goal? There is a great deal of importance in giving yourself germination time, allowing ideas to percolate and grow and get better, or expand in the directions that they're meant to expand. And that requires not gripping on, not taking the next step until it's time for the next step, until you know what the next step is. There are lots and lots of different ways to do this. One is to be creative. All kinds of creativity stimulate parts of the brain that are not stimulated just in action. It can be getting in motion, getting embodied, walking. It can be just letting go and doing some mindless activity like taking a shower or doing the dishes, something that doesn't require your brain, but that puts you in motion. So you're in action, but you're not actively gripping on to solving a problem. That's why dreaming, you're taken out of actively working on stuff. Many of the people who are really successful, I have heard they write down 5 things to mull over and think about in the course of their nighttime. 5 things they want to accomplish, or 5 things that they want to think about, so that in the course of their sleeping, they can percolate on the idea without gripping onto it. Because when we grip onto something too tightly, all we have are the ideas that we basically already know, the things we've already thought of. Whereas when we stop gripping, take a shower, take a walk, go hug a tree, write a poem, sing a song, dance, or exercise, or anything that takes you away from gripping on with your brain to whatever you're trying to work out, it frees you to come up with solutions that are not necessarily logical. Because the brain has a couple of ways to move. It can move logically, step by step by step. Here's where you are, there's where the goal is, what are the steps to get there? That is a legit way to do it. The other way is to go freeform, to allow yourself to percolate an idea, to take it and say, okay, I'm looking for a solution. I don't necessarily know what solution, and so I'm open to perhaps see something I've never seen. We all have different practices for doing this. I walk and I sing. What are yours? I invite you to share. Allison Penna, aka Bad Widow. Please remember that the germination and percolation phases of creating a life are equally as important as the action part. See you. Have a great evening. Allison Penna, aka Bad Widow, and I will see you tomorrow.